is already provided to you. So you guys should download the starter file and start following the tutorial. So you can come back to the source code section. There you will find bunch of project we have already on our channel. So you can simply go through this. We have tons of project which will help you to understand how blockchain DApp exactly work. Build NFT marketplace, crowdfunding, supply chain, chat application, Uniswap clone. We have tons of project. Build at least 5 project. Now, to get the starter file of that particular project, you can simply come back here, click on this recent, and here we have this one. So simply click on this get now, and I'm going to attach this particular video right up here. So you can simply click and you can watch. You can simply click on this get now, and here you will come. Here you will find all the starter file. You can simply click here in the starter file. It will take you to the GitHub repository. There you will find all the instruction, all the folder file structure which I have already designed for this particular project. If you come back here, you will find all the instruction which is already given, that what are the versions we are using, what are the packages we are using, what are the required npm node modules you need to have, how you can get the faucet, what is the playground. We have the packages module. Every single thing is included here. We have the environment variable. Every single thing is going to be explained in detail about this project. So you can simply get the starter file. So now let me show you that if you take the final source code, how you have to do the setup. So what I will do, I'll simply minimize this one. So when you will take the final source code, you will get this zip file. Make sure to unzip that file and you will get this particular folder called Solana NFT Creator. And this is the folder you have to open in your VS Code. So what I will do, I'll simply close this one. I'll open my VS Code and here I am. I'll click on this open, go back to my desktop, go back to the NFT Sol. Here I have this particular folder. This is what exactly you will get, Solana NFT Creator. So click here. In the folder, you will get these 2 folders, the complete source code and the starter file. So the starter file is also provided you on GitHub, so you can simply download it. But I'm also providing you right here in the final code as well. So in this, you will have the complete project code. So this is the folder you have to open. So simply select it and click on this open. This is the entire repository for this particular project. All the functionality which you have seen, that's all we have coded in this particular one. Now let me give you a quick walkthrough about the folder and file structure we have designed for the particular project. So the very first section we have in our project is the component. In that you will find all the component we have designed for our application. So first section we have is the data. In that we are promoting some of the NFT. So you can simply see the collection details which we have provided, including the images. This is the information where we are explaining about our project, that how the user can utilize it, our application. Then we have the promotion. Here we are promoting all the NFT. So you can simply edit the information right up here and all the details will be changed in the front end. So this is the data section we have. The next one we have is the global. In that we have all the components for our application. So we have the action section. You don't need to make any changes. I will tell you what are the changes you have to do in the important places. So everything will be work according to your. So here we have the entire action component. We have the collection. This is the entire collection component. This is the discovery component. Here we have the feature component. We have a filter component, header component, hero component, information component, loader component, mouse component, popular, pop-up model, preloader, promotion. So we have all of this component. You don't need to make any changes at all. Simply close this one. We are done with this global. Now we can simply come back to the SVG. Here I have provided you all the SVG icon which we are using in our project. So you can simply click and you can able to find the SVG icon which is given, and you can simply click here and you will find we are importing some of the icons which is coming from React library, and we are using also our CSV icon, and that's what all we are exporting from this component section so we can utilize it in our application. So this is the standard structure we follow in the industry. So this is the CSV icon, and here we have the import component. So all the component we have designed in our global folder, like in this one, we are importing in a single file, and from here we are simply exporting so we can utilize it in our application. So simply close this one. I hope you guys have understood that what exactly is there in our component. Now we can come back to the context constant, click here, and here we have all the logic we have built for uploading the document to the IPFS, because we have to upload the metadata. So we are using this access library, toaster. Here we are using the Pinata environment variable. So I'll show you what are the changes we have to do in the environment variable, and the application will work as per you. So here you can see, here we have the notification component, we have the copy text, sort address, and here we have the function which allow us to upload the images to the IPFS. And here we have the next function which allow us to upload the document to metadata of our NFT to the IPFS. So this is the 2 function we have right up here. You don't need to make any changes here. Simply close this one. Now we can come back to the design section. Here I have given you all the images, so you can see. So this is the without background logo, with low background, and here we have the design of our application. So you can simply click and you can able to have a look at how it's going to look. This is the one, this is the mobile, this is the section wise. You can simply click and you can able to have the look that how it's going to look as per the section, because we have different images for different section, and all of these assets are already provided to you in the starter file as well. So everything is looking good. Now close this one. Now we can come back to the page. Here we have these 3 pages. One is the app.js, which is going to initialize our application. This is all the modules which we have used. You don't need to make any changes, just keep it as it is. And here we have done all of the sections. So here we are using all the libraries which allow us to simply have the animation and the slider. That's all we have here. So just keep it as it is. Come back to the create section, and here we have all the code we have written for creating the NFT. So that's all we have. Just keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes. If you want to change the branding, you can simply replace with your. That looks pretty good. Then we can come back to the index page. Here you will find all the code we have written for the index. So you don't need to do anything in here. Just keep it as it is. Looks absolutely perfect. Now close this one. Now we can simply come back here. In the public, there you will find that we have the images like the logo. And here we have the blockchain coder logo. And if you come back to the assets, in which I have provided you all the assets, all the images which we are using. So if you come back to the CSS file, we have a different library we are using. So you don't need to make any changes. Just keep it as it is, unless or until if you know how to make the changes in the CSS file. If you are familiar, then you can able to do all the changes. But if you don't know it, just keep it as it is. Then we can come back to the font. This is the font we are using. Then we can come back to the icons. There we have the icons, and we can come back to the images. So our images we have in different section. So we have the avatar, then we have the background, then we have the blog, then we have the icons, we have the items. So all this NFT which I have uploaded, that's all is also given in the box item, background, and we have the logo, and we have the close icon. So that is there. This is what you will have in the asset folder. Simply close all of that. Now we can come back to the style. So what we are doing, we are simply importing all the CSS file, and we have written a couple of custom CSS file for making customization. So you can do that very easily. Just don't need to touch anything in here. Just keep it as it is. Now you can come back to the environment variable. This one is very important. If you come back here, by default, you will have this in the final code. I'm going to provide you my Pinata credential in the final code, but this might not work after some time because it has 1000 limit. After 1000 document, this is not going to work. So you have to create your own account in Pinata, and that's the credential you have to provide. I'm giving you, but after certain time, it will not going to work. So you have to get your Pinata API key and secret key, which I will tell you in this video that how you can get it. After that, you have to get your Swift API. I'll show you how you can get it. And from here, you can able to control the dev environment or the mainnet. So this application is absolutely ready. All you have to do is to do the changes in the network. So if you want to activate on the main network, you can simply bring it to life and you can simply comment this one. In this way, the application will work only on mainnet. But I want to do the testing on the test networks. That's why I have to show you. So I'll simply comment this one, and you can simply bring this back, and you have to get your own API key for sending the email, so which I will show you how you can get it. And here you have to provide the wallet address where you want to receive the fund when the user will create the NFT. So we are charging this much fund whenever the user will create NFT. So this fund will be transferred in this particular wallet address. So only these are the changes you have to do right here in the environment variable. Everything would be working fine. I will also show you how you can deploy the application on internet. So just wait. So you can see this is what exactly I have. I can simply close this one. You can come back to the readme file. Here I have provided all the important instruction which you can simply go through that. So that's what we have. That's what exactly we're going to code together in the complete project. Now let me open my terminal and show you the requirement you need to have in your project to build this particular project. So first thing, you have to check your node version. So if I show you my node version which I'm using in this particular project is NODEV. So I'm using the latest node version. If you have the old version, there is no problem, you can use with that. But if you face any error, make sure to upgrade your node version to this, which I have already explained in this particular video. So you can simply follow that. If I show you my NPM version, you can see I'm using this particular version. So both the node version and the NPM version is the latest one. Got it? Now I'll simply clear my terminal. So before we change all the environment variable, I want you to test the application as it is. So simply type, come back here. First, we have to install the packages we have right here in our package.json file. So you have to install all of this library. So we'll say npmi and hit enter, and it's going to do the installation of all the package, and we'll have this node modules. You can see in that we have all the libraries we are using for building this project. So this process might take like a minute or 30 seconds. So wait, once it will install all this library, we have to simply start the application. So just wait, let me bring this down, And here you can see we have successfully done the installation, and here you can see we are getting a couple of warnings. Simply ignore this one, it's not that important. Some of the packages got the latest version, that's why it's giving you this particular warning, and I'm using the latest node version, and due to that sometime you will have some packages are not compatible, but it will work fine as long as you use the exact version, because I have tested thoroughly. Now all you have to do is to simply clear your terminal and simply type npm run dev. This is the command we're going to run. So first we're going to test in our dev environment. After that we're going to run the build command and we're going to deploy on internet. So simply hit enter and your application is going to start on localhost 3000. You can see this is the, simply copy this one, simply ignore this warning because we are using the latest node version. That's why you are getting this one. So we got it. Now you can simply come back here. Let me simply minimize this one. Now you can simply open up your browser, come back here, and we have to get our Pinata environment variable. So this is what we need for uploading our document to the IPFS, both the metadata and the image. So all you have to do is to simply come back here, click on the new tab, type Pinata Cloud. This one is a very powerful platform which allow you to upload your document to the IPFS for absolutely free. Like recently Infura started charging money for that, but Pinata is absolutely free, so you can utilize that. I already have my account, so I'm going to simply log into my account. Make sure to create your account, verify your account, and once you will create your account for the very first time, it will take half an hour to 1 hour for getting activated, so you have to wait. So I already have my account, so I'll simply click on login. Here you can see I'm back into my dashboard. Here you will find all the file which I have uploaded to the IPFS. So I can simply come back to the API key, and you can see I got this one that my limit is already over. So I need to upgrade my account, so I'm going to do that through it. All I have to do is to simply click on this new key, and here I have to give the name. So I'll say Solana NFT Creator. I want to have the access of all the feature, and I want to set the limit. So the limit is going to be close to 1000, because in the free account you can create up to 1000, not more than that. So click on this generate API key, and here it's going to generate the API key for you. So I'll simply click on this, and that's what I have to simply replace. So I'm going to simply duplicate this one, and I'm going to simply comment this portion, and here I'm going to provide my API key. Then I have to get the secret key, copy, and that's what I have to paste here. So I got the API key and secret key successfully, the new one. Now I have to get my Swiftly API key, which will allow me to interact with the Solana blockchain Metaplex to create the document. So I'll simply come back here. I'm done with this. Click this. Now click on this, come back here, type SHYFT, and this is a very powerful platform which allow you to interact with the Metaplex to create the NFT on the Solana blockchain. So you can simply read about it. I'm going to simply create my free account. So click on this, get API key. I already have my account, so I will straight away log in. Make sure to create your account, and once you will create your account, you will have the similar interface, and this will also take half an hour to get your key activated. So I'll simply close this one. Once you will come back here, you will come back to your dashboard, and this is the API key you need. Make sure to turn the devnet or mainnet as per the testing you are doing, but the API key is going to be the same for the mainnet and testnet. So simply copy this one, and that's what you have to simply provide. You can simply replicate it, and you have to get the original one. It's exactly the same. Okay, so that's how you can get your own API key from Swiftly. Once you get that, and here from here you can able to control that which network you want to interact. So I will go with the dev, which I have showed you, but you can also go with the main network, but I don't have any fund in the main network in this particular wallet, so I cannot show you on the main network. Now it's time to get your API key from Spares for sending the emails. So you can simply come back here, close this one. Now we can simply come back here, type from Spare. It's a very powerful platform which allow you to create and send email. So you can simply create your account. I already have my account, so I will simply log in straight away. I'll click on the sign in. So I have successfully logged into my dashboard, and here you will find all the project which I have created. So I will simply click here, and I'm going to use this particular project which I have created. So if you don't know how to create a project, you can simply come back here, and you can simply come back to the form. You will find there all the forms. You can simply click on this add new. You can create a project, or you can create a new form. So you can simply click on this new form, and you can give whatever name you want. So I'll say Solana NFT. I'll say Solana A, and this is my main repository, and here I'm going to receive all the emails. So click on this create form, and it's going to create a form for me. I got it. Now all I have to do is to simply get my API key from the So here I have created the project. Now all I have to do is to simply get my project ID, project API key. So this is the one. I'll simply copy this one, and that's what I'm going to simply paste here. Copy and paste here, and I'm going to simply close this one. Now I will start receiving the emails in this particular email ID, and here you have to provide your wallet address where you want to receive and charge the fund. So by default, my first account hold this. So this is the account which I have used, in which I'm going to receive all the fund which user will simply transfer and pay for creating the NFT. So that's what I have, and that's what I have provided. So make sure to provide your wallet address where you want to receive the fund, and from here you can control that how much money you're going to charge the user. Got it? I hope you guys have understood all of that. Now I'll simply come back here, and I want to show you one more thing. So come back here in the header section, because we have used two different models. So if you go back in the header section, and here you will find that we are using Web3 models heavily. So you can easily able to customize as per the different RPC endpoint which you want to use it. So here you can see we have this custom modules which we are utilizing here. So you don't need to make any changes right up here. It will work absolutely fine. Make sure to activate that one. So I hope you guys have understood that what exactly we're going to build it. Now close all of this and let's open this one. And I'm going to simply start the application to show you that everything is working fine. So let's restart the application, because when you will restart the application, is going to reload the environment variable, because this is the changes we have done. Now simply type npm run, let's give a space, and here it will load all the information about the NFT. The name we have given, the image, name, primary, link, and the royalty we hold it. That's all you can able to find. All the transaction which you have made, that's all information you will find. You can come back to the metadata, all the metadata we have uploaded, that's all information you will find. This is the base fee we have defined. You can simply play around with this, This looks absolutely perfect. You can see we are using the Metaplex for creating our NFT. So this is ready to Netlify. So simply open up it, and now we have to run this particular command. So we'll type build command, this particular one. So simply type npm run build, hit enter, and it's going to compress the entire code and generate a static file, and that's what we have to upload. So you can upload it to the cPanel, WordPress, or any other platform, because it's going to be an HTML and CSS. So here it's giving you a bunch of warnings, simply ignore that one. Here it's simply converting the files into a static template, and finally the process is got completed. Simply ignore this warning, because these are the JavaScript and we have the library. So simply close this one. Once it will run successfully, you're going to have this output folder. In that you will have the complete code of your project. So this is the 404 create page. We have the index file and the images, the assets. That's all we have here. All you have to do is to simply upload this particular folder. So come back here, open and close all of this open tab. I'm going to simply close all this open tab and simply open a new tab, type. You will come back here, click on this Netlify. I hope you guys have your account. If you don't have, make sure to create an account. It's a powerful platform which allow you to upload a static application for absolutely free. So you can come back here, simply log in. I would encourage you to log in with the GitHub, because it will help you to connect and fetch the code from GitHub very easily. So simply click on this login, and I have already my account, so I will simply log in straight away. And here you will find all the components, all the application which I have uploaded for testing. That's all is here. So to upload the code, all I have to do is to simply click on this add site, and here you will have bunch of options. You can simply import it from GitHub, but I will do the manual deploy. So click on this and click here, and you have to go to the directory where you have generated your output folder. So I'll simply come back to the NFT, go back to this one. Here we have the final code, and in which we have the output folder. So this is the one we have generated. Select and upload the entire folder. Simply click on this upload, and the process is happening. Don't reload the page, let the upload get completed. So it is uploading successfully, and finally the code is uploaded successfully. You can able to find all the logs, completion. Now we have to change the URL name. So come back to the site configuration, and from here you can able to call whatever you want to your application. So I'll say Solana, let's say NFT, and click on this save, and this name is already taken. So I'll say creator, I think this one is also taken. Okay, I'll say TBC, this one I will get it. And finally we got our URL. Now you can simply come back here, click on in the blockchain coder, you will find the starter file. Simply download the starter file, and I'm going to attach this particular video right up here, so you can simply follow if you get the final source code, or take the idea that what exactly we're going to develop it. So that's the only thing from my end, and I would highly encourage you that if you are new to blockchain development, then having a right strategy to help you a lot to faster your development. So this is one of the courses which I have launched. A lot of students have already enrolled. I would highly encourage you to come and have a look. First, you have to master complete solid programming language. You're going to learn in this. You're going to build one of the biggest project, and you're going to do one of the biggest environment setup for your Web3 application. So we have close to 5 contracts which are going to communicate together to provide all the features. Like it's going to have a NFT communication, we're going to have a chat application, we're going to have NFT for audio, video, images, we have a bidding system. So make sure to check and watch this video that what exactly you're going to build with the admin panel. So we have tons of technology which you're going to learn, like HTML, CSS, all the necessary tools which you have to know as a Web3 developer, so you can able to build an application just like this. So that's the only thing I would suggest you come to check this. It will help you a lot to faster your development.